Good morning!
Good morning. Do we have enough time?
Oh, yeah, we only have 51 minutes.
We gotta make this one fast.
We're gonna cut it short on this one. We got some new creamer.
Yes. Do you have it out?
Nope. Waffle and maple syrup.
Waffle or something? Yeah.
You guys will see it on the Crocker Life.
Yeah.
We're gonna try it for the first time.
It smells really good.
It smells like pancakes. Waffles. It's pretty good.
I don't really taste anything.
I get the more the syrup maple than I do the waffles. The smell of it was pretty crazy. I got my shirt on.
Yeah, I don't really taste anything. It just kind of tastes like watered down coffee.
Dang, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I taste it. So we got all the post up in the barn. We got the walls all around except the back. We got dirt delivered yesterday. We're going to be working on all of that. You will be leaving today.
Yeah.
And I have to 100% figure out exactly how we're doing the barn on the top. And I have to run and go get lumber before it closes. If not, I can't work today or tomorrow. Because they're closed. They close today at noon. Unless I drive all the way to Lowe's. And so I got to try to figure out what we need. And then go get it. That way I can get some stuff done. Hopefully, before you get back, I can get the ground leveled. And then it all like framed up. And then we can start getting some metal and stuff. That'd be nice. That'd be that's the goal.
Yeah. I'm only working Sunday, so I won't be gone long.
No, but you have to leave half a day today so you can get home, go to sleep early. You got to wake up early and go. So
yeah.
Plus that drive it'll get you. So
not ready just yet to start the day from here, I guess.
Yeah.
Literally hanging on to the house in town as long as possible. That sounds bad. Like with the, how do I word what I'm trying to say? I'm like all tongue tied right now.
She is scared until I marry her to
what?
No, she just keeping it.
No, like I mean, if the house will sell tomorrow, it's selling tomorrow.
Yeah, but
more so, I'm not gonna stay here when I've worked the next day.
If the house is available.
Because I got the house. There we go.
It's a little early. You need a little more creamer in there.
A little more coffee in there.
Them dogs are going wild. I don't know if y'all can hear them or not. But trying to get the barn done up and stuff. Again, I know we've talked about this. But I guess I'm just really excited to jump on the grain bin and start getting it all dialed in and stuff. But before that, we'll be going to the Airbnbs and checking them out. And I think that's something that's going to happen very, very soon, very quick to really get our stuff dialed in. And it's kind of like with the barn. I got to figure it all out today so then I can work the rest of today and tomorrow. And then with the grain bin, we got to get it figured out now while we're working on the barn. So when we're done with the barn, we can jump in and start working rather than at that point then going to the Airbnb and all that. It's still pretty cool, I guess, whenever people drive by and they look at it, or you get new people coming out and stuff. You scared they're gonna see that, baby?
I just didn't know if it had anything on it. I don't think it shows anything.
No, I looked before we started. Baby, I know to look for that. It's just cool when people are like, "What are y'all doing with that?" It's like, "Oh, we're gonna build a house." Oh, that's super cool. And it just jump starts the idea of like, yeah, that is freaking cool. Like, I can't wait to get back on this. I can't wait to do it. And I know we've talked about it before.
But just to have it'll be our house.
Yeah.
Like, a true house on a property that we own.
Yeah.
And with power, water's next.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Well, it's kind of like a tease right now, and I know we've talked about this, but just to reiterate it, I guess, we probably wouldn't have jumped on it that fast to get it if it wasn't for somebody holding it for us.
Yeah.
And so we already knew, unfortunately, we'd have to build it, stop, build the other stuff, and then come back to it. And I think it was just a tease for a lot of you guys. And but at the end of the day, it is a tease, kind of like walking, especially right now. We walk out of the camper, that's the first thing you see.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a tease, but also at the same time, it's like it's something to look forward to. And that's kind of how my brain is wired, like both of us, but my brain is really, really wired to, I need something to look forward to so I can knock this out, so I can start working on that. And that's kind of what we've talked about again, is like wanting to do little projects, you know, stuff that we enjoy. And if you watch Crocker Life, we tease like, why didn't we show the trailer? Do we have something on the trailer? Why do we, you know, this and that? And it's like, for me and my brain to have these things where there is something to look forward to, and it's there, you see it, and you're like, all right, I see this. Like, it's that motivation when I walk out, I see the grain bin, and I know I'm gonna go work in the barn, and the weather's good. It's like, let's do it. Let's just get it done. Let's do it, and we're excited to do it. And it's not like it doesn't feel, nothing of this feels like a chore.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy. The fencing, kinda, a little bit. But
fencing will always
feel
like a chore, but it's okay.
Yeah, because we have all the posts set and everything, minus one post up in the front of the barn. We, you know, if we wanted, we could slowly start stretching fence and do it and kind of have it connected. But we're trying to leave enough room to have it where you can drive around. And as you guys saw, we need to level out the ground and all that. If we already had the fence up, then we'd have to be doing all this extra stuff and, you know, trying to drive around it and this and that. So there is a method
to the madness.
That's what I was trying to think of. I was like, a rhyme to a reason to a rhyme.
Something like
that. I couldn't think of it, but yeah, it may seem like we have a lot going on and we just stop doing one thing or whatever. We just try to get to that point where it's like, okay, it makes sense to pause, not stop, but pause it, do this, and then they connect. And that's kind of where we're at. And
yeah,
other than that, there ain't nothing on this property I think we just stopped. I think people think we stopped the grain bin house, but it's just, again, because
I had to get it here.
I had to get it so they wouldn't sell that one, and we wanted that one. We wanted that size.
Yeah.
And it's not like the guy goes to a grain bin store and just buys them. He's buying these off old farms. And
so
it's just, I don't know. You had to have it.
Had to have it.
Had to have it. That's why I tell her when I'm looking on Facebook Market, I have to get it or it's going to be gone.
Hey, you know I support you.
Well, yeah, once it's here, what are you going to do? I already got it.
True.
That was that's how life goes. Baby, I'm just here providing.
I know. My thing was, just wait till we have a shop so there's no extra just crap everywhere.
But I said, if I wait, someone else gonna get it. And that's the truth. All y'all know how Facebook Market and Craigslist goes. They don't just sit there and wait for the buyer.
Do you get on Craigslist?
No. The only time I've got on Craigslist in the last
to look for
a long time,
a heifer?
Yeah, was a cow. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
I prefer Facebook Market because you can see who you're dealing with, and if
you always look at the market profile.
Always. One, I want to see what other things are selling, and then two, are they sketchy, and three, did they steal it? You know, you gotta try to figure these things out. But
you got a nice little comb over going, man.
I know it's just.
Did you comb your hair before this?
Yeah, I got your brush. No, I woke up like this.
Well, it's probably Crocker's hair.
Yeah, it's probably just because, you know, I just was dreaming.
That's right.
Just dreaming.
Just living the dream.
Living the dream. We're just back to camper life, baby. So, but anyways, I have a filthy mouth.
Did you just swear?
No.
Oh.
I said. We didn't tell y'all to watch with your kids. It's just who we are.
Speaking of this Crocker Life coming out.
It's gonna be the best one, I think.
Jason really loves it.
You filmed and edited the entire thing, and I think this is spot on how Crocker Life should be.
But here's a warning. I stepped in dog poo, and we said dog.
The S word.
The S word.
Many, many times.
In one period. So, there's your warning.
Yeah, if you have chillins around.
Yeah. Or use it as a lesson.
I say use it as a lesson.
We are not the parents.
We're not parents at all.
Our babies.
No. Them dogs. Them animals.
You refer to yourself as their dad.
Sometimes. But yeah. I truly think this Crocker Life is a great one. It's a good one. I told Danielle before we even put out the Crocker video and stuff, I said, I think the Crocker Life one is way more entertaining and keeps you engaged than the Crocker one. The Crockers lately, I've been disappointed, I guess, in myself in the, I guess, filming and editing of it, but you're more
focused on the building side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which is,
I'm happy the building's getting done correct. I could see the lack of, not effort, it's just the lack of, like, creativity, I guess, in the videos. I know a lot of y'all said, just do that. Just get it done, build it, put it on a tripod, this and that. But, it kills me.
It's very hard.
It kills me. And then,
even doing the, not as much focus on, like, the filming aspect, it still takes longer to build because these are the things, like, I just notice while we're building. I don't say out loud. But it's still alright, walk by again. Okay,
yeah.
Wait, let me move the camera. I want it right here. And then instead of just go, go, go.
Yeah.
So it still adds time to the build.
Yeah, and I thought about this. Why we're a little different than most channels, I guess. This could be a whole episode, really, talking about it. But you normally watch these channels, and this isn't bashing, this isn't nothing, this is just true reality of how it is.
I like that.
Well, because some people are going to take this as, like, we're trying to, like, say some things, but it's nothing bad, it's just a reality, and if you watch, you know. You watch any building channel that's a couple, and normally it's the guy building and never filming, doesn't edit, nothing, and the girl films and edits. And that's just how it goes, because normally they probably weren't into video work before, and they got on YouTube, and then the guy was building more, so then the girl was filming, and then the guy doesn't edit, and then, so the guy just literally builds, and that's all he does. And I'm sure he does other things, I'm not saying that's all he does, but and then the girl will film and edit and, you know, that. Well, on our side of it, and also, most of them don't have jobs outside of YouTube. And on our side of it, you came into this with a career. I came into it, YouTube, with a career of videography. So, I'm the one that films and edits.
So, basically, I should be building.
I wish. I don't know how our animals would feel about that. But it's if you really watch and pay attention, it's always 99% of the time, the girl's the one filming and editing, and then the guy just builds. Well, on our side of it, I'm building, I'm editing, I'm filming, you're helping build and do stuff, and then, and then you have a career outside of this.
Yeah.
And so it's, a a lot more work on the individual. And it's not the fact that, oh, feel sorry for us, or we could get more done if, this or that. It's just, that's the difference between us, is a lot of these people truly have a dedicated person building
and it works.
And a dedicated person filming and editing. And that's a beautiful thing. But also for us, it's a beautiful thing that I love to do video work. I love to edit. I love to build. But when you have to do it all at the same time, it gets difficult. And then you have an entire career outside of YouTube. And it's different. And
you're really using those hands as well.
Well, I'm trying to use my hands rather than my mouth saying things, because my mouth throws out words. But it is. I just started thinking about that one day. I'm like, why is it that? What's the difference between what makes us different? What makes us different? So I started just kind of like thinking about different channels and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think any other channel. I don't think the guy films or edits. He just builds, and then the girlfriend, wife, or whatever does the filming and editing, and all of them that I know of, they don't work outside of YouTube. It's strictly 100% YouTube. And
you're good at it though, to these other things that I've noticed whenever I just kind of sit back and watch Jason.
Good at what?
You're just like good at the whole sit down, or I don't know, like shots. And also like the vlog side of it, like talking to the camera. I'm obviously not good at talking to the camera.
It's not that you're not good, it's not your cup of tea.
Yeah.
And so it would be, I tell Daniel all the time, I'm like, man, this like, we watched the Crocker Life video, and it was a lot of banter between us, back and forth, this and that. Of course, you filmed it, but it was a lot of, because we were running around doing things. But when we're building, she can't film like that. And I was like, man, if we had someone filming, this is, I think, what the Crockers would be more like that. And it's just one of those, because people always comment and they say, well, why don't you get someone to help film or edit your videos? Why don't you get help, pay somebody to come out and help build? Why don't you have your, friends or viewers come out and help build? This is where we get a little sketchy. We talked about this yesterday.
I don't know if you saw my face change.
Yeah. So I have talked to people about filming and editing and stuff. And the hard thing is, we work every day on YouTube, and just about every day. So someone would have to be out here almost every day. And then on top of that, there's days like, what was that, 2 days ago, whatever, we started working at 5 a.m. in the morning. And to have someone come out, do that.
5 a.m. in the morning.
And to do that, it would be difficult. Someone to be around. And then on top of that, if you have someone there all day, you really got to get along with them, because they're with you all day. And then if they're here all day, well, where are they going to go to the bathroom? Where are they going to have to eat? Where are they going to, we have to start accommodating for that. And I've looked into it, and I've thought about it. And then also, why don't you hire people to come build stuff for you? Yes, but we also have that pride in saying, at the end of the day, we did all of this. Yes, we have to physically hire out Outlaw to come cut the trees down and mulch them down. We have to, physically get certain things like that. Someone to bring in gravel. Someone, but at the end of the day, we can look and we can see it, and we want it done, but we're not in the biggest rush. We're going to get it. It's kind of the same thing with the house in town. If we get done tomorrow, great. But if we're working tomorrow on it, great. It's still ours. It's still something that we can be proud of. And then, this is where it gets a little, I'm going to really watch my mouth. Why don't you have your friends or viewers come out? Well, our friends also have lives. And there are times that
friends come and help.
Yeah, we will help them, and they will help us.
But also, we're really not in the best place to accept all that help.
Yeah.
because too, like how I know our friends aren't like this, but like how we are is we are so busy where we can't
turn around and reciprocate that help.
Yes. So it's like, it makes it hard to accept help if you know that you can't turn around and help others.
Yeah.
Or this person on something else. It's like,
it seems selfish.
Yeah.
Because, and we're not saying our friends don't have anything going on and they want to come help all the time, because they have a million things going on in their life.
Yeah.
It just, for instance, I think people know at this point, but Junos have Lambo, and they have our sawmill. And we have said for the last 7 weeks we need to go over there and see Lambo and get the sawmill running and show Flint to do it. And we even talked to them in person about it. We're like, hey, we were actually going to do it this past weekend, and then this happened, and then they were like, don't worry, we had a busy weekend, we had this happen. And
but that's the fact that our friends are that understanding too,
and that's a fact why I've lost so many friends. And it's, people don't understand how wild this life is, and how you take one day off, you take a little bit of time off, it puts you so far behind. And I've lost so many people in my life because of it, and they say, things like, oh, he's just full of himself, he just wants the attention around him, he wants this, or whatever it is. It's when people already have a comfortable life, they don't know what it's like to not have the comfortable life. So when they're not doing anything for the day and they want us to come hang out, which is great, and we're very excited about hanging out with people, when we do that, we're stepping away from everything that we have going on. And I'm not talking about Junos or Paragon or anything like that. Just in the past, I've had people really, truly be like, you have just stabbed me in the back because you used to talk to me all the time and this and that. I'm like, I got a million things going on. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting bashed. And it's just, that's the story of my life. And that happens with a bunch of YouTube channels, friends, stuff like that. It's wild. No one fully understands. And then, but not many people are willing to help us either, to give us that time off. We've had Junos and we've had Paragon help so we can get ahead, and Brandon get ahead and stuff. But we also had people in the past that, hey, we should hang out. Cool, come over. That's too far of a drive. You should come here. It's the exact same drive, but you have nothing going on.
But then turn around
and then
the bad guy.
Yeah, and then turn around and bash. And so it's like, it's things like that I've dealt with for so long that I became a bitter person, and I became where I was like, I don't want to have friends no more. I don't want to be hanging out with YouTubers. I don't want none of that. Like,
and that's why we are super thankful for the Junos.
Mainly just because they have Lambo. But whenever they're done with Lambo, we'll quit talking to them. That's what somebody's commenting. But
Paragon and Brandon.
Yeah,
I mean, we
have a great group of people that truly get us, and we're very, very fortunate for it. We've just had a past of people that don't understand, and it gets sketchy. And so when you guys say, hey, this YouTube channel commented and said, hey, let us come help, and y'all are commenting on their comments saying, hey, they said that they can come help, why don't you take their advice instead of complaining not getting stuff done? Well, this is why. Not saying that those people that are commenting would be bad people.
It's just been burned.
When you've dealt with it over and over and over, that may be the one person that is really good, but we've dealt with it so much. It would just be one more YouTube channel making a video bashing. It would just be one more person trying to talk trash, when in reality, what happens is most of those people come over to get what they want out of it, which is a YouTube video, and then they bounce. And then they don't talk to us anymore. They use us for numbers.
Yeah.
And not everyone is like that. Clearly, we still have friends.
Yeah.
But those that have used for numbers come and go. And it's the same people that will come to YouTube meetups and be your best friend and then talk trash about you behind your back. That's kind of another reason why we're like, maybe I don't want to do a YouTube meetup. But then I think of all the fun times, and it's like, I want to do a YouTube meetup. But it comes with all the pros and cons that people have no idea about.
Yeah.
And it's, you talk about getting stabbed, you talk about getting stabbed in the back. It's wild.
There's that feeling of being blatantly used it kind of like,
it'll,
I don't know.
I don't know the right word to describe it, but
it's a weird feeling.
People want to wonder why I was the way I was for so long.
But
and
then they get mad at you if you don't invite them out.
Yeah.
Too, so it's like you can't really win out there.
Yeah. And we've had people literally comment on videos saying, you know what, I went to a kind of a weird meetup where it was strange, and they were like, actually, you did that to us. You were pretty rude to us, and you didn't want to hang out with us, this and that. And I was like, what? We were very nice to you. We literally hung out with you outside of YouTube meetups. It was at Beeline Feed Store, doing stuff like that, to where it's like, how can you possibly say that we're bad people and we did this to you? What were you trying to get out of this then? That's what I want to know, So we get people quite often, it's like that. And then also another thing on that, when people are like, hey, people are commenting saying they want to come help, you need to, like, take them up for their offers. I've had people that comment that have said, I'll come to your YouTube class, and then bail. I've had people say, hey, we'll come out. And honestly, you have to really look at who it is. Will they bring value to the build? Or will they hold you back? Do they want to just
like look around, talk, meet?
Yeah, do they just want to hang out? We do know that other channels have a lot of people come out and do things, and I went to people's places like that, like Justin Rhodes. He used to have people come out to his house. I did that. I don't want, my biggest fear is to have someone come out and have the experience that I had. So at that point, then I'm not even building, I'm hosting. I'm not even working on stuff. I'm hosting. I'm trying to make sure everyone has a good time. Everyone gets something out of it, everything like that. And the beauty with Juno's, Paragon, Brandon, they're still low maintenance. They're literally like, all right, we're here to hang out. Like, you want to get some work done, hang out, ride around, like barbecue. Like, what do y'all want to do? And it's just like, cool. Like, sometimes we already have things planned and we'll work on something. Other times we're just hanging out. And at the end of the day, too, this is not a bash towards anybody, but when people comment and they say, hey, we would love to come help, we have to look at them again. How able are you to work? What skills do you have in that, in that realm of things that we're doing? Can you physically do it? If you get hurt, are we going to get sued? This isn't just, this isn't like a circus or like a fair or an amusement park people can come to and just look around and do stuff. If someone came out to work and they cut their fingers off, they would sue us and we would lose everything. And that's stuff that people don't really take into consideration because they watch these other YouTube channels doing it. Well, one day something's going to happen to those people and it'll all make sense why we don't do these things. And there's just a lot that goes into it, and it's like owning a business. That's all YouTube is owning a business. You have to figure out, okay, your liabilities here. What's the cost here? How do you promote it here? How do you do this? Everything about YouTube. There's so much more than like, let's get a phone, let's take a quick video and put it online. Some people do that, and it does great.
Yeah.
I wish I was y'all. But ours, it's not. We have to build, we have to do all these things, and there's a massive array of things that you have to take into consideration. It's not the good old times anymore. Back in the day when you can have a handshake being like, hey, if something goes wrong, I won't sue you. Now people are looking for that. Yeah. What if one of our haters...
I would say truly, and people, we just, again, don't really trust that many people because...
And how can you?
Yeah.
What if a hater tried to make a new account and try to be nice to us, come out and do something on purpose and sue us? We don't know.
Yeah.
You just never know. And that's the reasons why we're just going low and slow and just cooking this property, and when it's done, but at the end, it's going to be delicious and fall off the bone.
That's right.
I'm good with my analogies.
I was like, that was a good one.
It truly is just one of those where it's like, if it takes us a while, it takes a while. And it hurts me more to watch the videos not being fully polished and filmed and edited the way I want. But at the end of the day, our property is exactly what we want. And to us, that's more important than having big work parties or having a bunch of people out or whatever. More power to the people that do it, but we're not them. More power to the people that have the couple that both works full-time on YouTube. One edits, one builds, one does whatever. More power to them. We're just not that. We're different, and we love that we're different. We're glad that we're not like everybody else. We didn't plan it that way. It just happened to be we're not like everybody else.
It just happened to be I fell in love with a YouTuber.
That's what the girl from work said. Anyways, guys, I didn't think it would get into that, but if you made it through all the beginning parts of what our coffee tasted like, and I don't even know what else we talked about.
we talked about like everything.
You got some real juicy insights, and
see, all it takes is you just got to get Jason on a topic.
There's so many things in my head that I want to talk about. I've truly thought, especially now.
We got 52 minutes.
No,
51.
Podcast baby.
Oh.
That's where we're gonna open up, and I already have notes in my phone.
Oh.
And it's some juicy things. It's like taking some of the stuff we just talked about, but into detail. And now that we're going to be at the studio lesson out here, the hard part is when you set all the stuff up for cameras and all that, then you got to break it down so you can walk through and lights and all that. So now it could be where we can get the podcast going and do some more podcasts. And I got some juicy topics I want to talk about. I'm at the point where I'm just ready to just put it all out there. Not to be bashing people or anything, just true life of what we've done and dealt with for the last few years, and really break it down and maybe give insight to people who watch and wonder why we acted the way we did in certain parts of our life. And then also, are you a YouTuber? Not saying don't do YouTube, just learn little things from us, from what we've had to deal with, so you don't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And all of that, so.
Because if you are a YouTuber, you will deal with it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time if you haven't. And the thing, it's wild. You're one video away from blowing up on YouTube. It doesn't matter if it was your first video or you put out 10,000. Your next video could go viral and your channel just blows up. And at that point, you will go from 0 to hero real fast. And you will find out
and then go from hero to zero.
You'll find out real quick who are your real friends and who are your fake friends. Who's the people that want to help? Who's the people that want to use you? You know, you'll go through the same thing with the business. You start a business, you'll see who comes in for the free stuff. You know, it's just everything happens like that, and I want to talk about it in the podcast, and I want to get into some juicy topics and really break down certain things, and then of course we'll have fun episodes and stuff as well. But I don't know, I just think it's been on my mind a lot lately to put it out there and tell people how it really is, and maybe I'll be understood a little bit.
That's
a little
I
bit
think
more.
That your mission to be understood, maybe.
No one understands.
You misunderstood.
I am misunderstood, but
that's a perfect artist. That's why you're a musician. Just so misunderstood.
But I don't lean left. I lean more right. We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Or we just keep talking to the 51 minute and my camera runs out. But we got to get this video out. We got to get to...
Oh yeah, we woke up a little bit later today.
We got to get to building. And I got to go get materials before Danielle has to leave and the place is closed around here. So, alright guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace!